All right, right now in the five series, we're going to look at five albums from Sweden that maybe you should check out. Okay, now this first one, Nanny Porres. I bought this in a store in the West Village a few years ago. I was really intrigued by the cover, and it wasn't that much money, but the cover it drew me in. And to be honest, the cover kind of freaks me out a little bit. She's a famous singer in Sweden. She's still around. I think she's 84 now. I'm not sure if she's still singing. This is a quiet storm of an album. It has a cinematic feel to it at times because of the arrangements. It has an epic feel, but I think it's at its best when the quartet. I think it's a quartet when the quartet just buckles down and just gets into some swing along, robust jazz because her voice holds up well and she has a well lived in feel to her. She has a wizened appeal, if that makes sense. But it is a solid album. It won some kind of an award, and I put it on now and again, and I enjoy it. Not all of it, but most of it. This is Stang Inte Doran, text and music. This is one of the most unfocused albums that I have because it is literally all over the place. But what puts this album over to me, it's like to me it seems like guys that rehearse all the time and understand each other, and the interaction and the band play is really super tight. So they just flex and they do a little bit of reggae, they do some funk, they do some blues, they do some kind of like almost psych bluesy numbers. This album lacks focus, but there's tunes on there that you'll be like, wow, what is this? And from a DJ centric point of view, there's a couple tunes on here that I always think like, I'd throw that into a DJ gig, because it's just like, what are they on? And it's just, I've never heard anything like it. But it's an unfocused album. I'll give it that. They had no sort of concept for it. The Snake Frederick Noren band. This is a like it's like straight up like modern jazz, like almost like cocktail lounge, but it hits and it's robust and it's smooth and it has a direction and a drive to it. Like it's a fulfilling album. It is an album that you'll listen to and get into, and I think that you'll like it. All right, it sounds crisp and clean, and it's a head nodding album. Fanny Hill. This record here, this is a soundtrack for a Swedish film. Um, and it is, you know what, at its best, it's kind of like bluesy folk, right? It's like a bluesy folk soundtrack to a movie. But now and again, they kind of like touch into some kind of bluesy funk and a sort of like a Memphis kind of Stax sound now and again, and it totally works. But it's a quirky record and it's a whimsical record, and that's the reason I kind of dig it because it's just a whimsical record that I throw on now and again as background, but I dig it. But now and again I'll be like, what are they doing there? Yeah, I like that. It's one of those records. Magician's Hat, Bo Hansen. I love Bo Hansen, one of my favorite artists. And how to describe Bo Hansen is very hard. I was trying to think of how to describe Bo Hansen. It's kind of like space, age, lounge, folk, psych. But any record by Bo Hansen, you just have to grab. They're cinematic, they are epic, and they're just worthy of whatever dollars that you spend. This may have been the first Bo Hansen record I ever bought, Magician's Hat, and it just might get the nod as my favorite Bo Hansen record. But that's hard because I love all of his recordings. But anyway, five records out of Sweden that I hope you'll dig. All right, Hi-Fi Recluse is the group, and Good Fine Records is the label. Let's get it.